But I did see two little lines by my tattoo. I have a butterfly tattoo right next to my belly button. That always reminds me of butterfly tattoo right above me. Y'all don't know the song, I think. I forgot his name. Dang, he hasn't had a song in a long time. But if I remember the name, I'll go ahead and insert it. But yes. So I'm hoping this video is short and sweet. I haven't had too many new symptoms, but I've had a lot of the same symptoms, and some symptoms that went away but have since come back, and a few new symptoms. So I'm hoping this video is short. Like, my last few videos have been extremely long, but they were a combination of weeks. So this is 2 weeks, weeks 26 and 27, and yeah, not too much has been going on. Not too much new stuff has been going on. But stay tuned. So as mentioned in my previous video, I did go for my I felt like I had to burp and then I don't know, it went down. To go for my gestational diabetes test, glucose test, and I was waiting for the results. So that came in, the results came in, and I also took like a panel of other tests, checking for like my iron and things like that, and that came back as well. This was all done after my doctor's appointment, and this was during week 26, so I was about like 25 weeks and a few days. They measured, at the doctor's appointment, they measured my my stomach, and I was measuring right on target. The baby's heartbeat was around 144, and the test that I took from that visit came back great. The doctor said that my glucose came back at a 99. I believe it had to be less than 134 or 135, something like that. So that came back good, and the panel of other tests came back good as well. Today I'm currently 27 weeks, so let me mention that I'm exactly 27 weeks today. My weeks turn over on Tuesdays, and I've been having a terrible day. I've been having a terrible last few days. The baby is moving around a lot, so that's great. I love feeling her, and her movements are more distinct, although I can't really differentiate between like body parts. So I don't know if it's like her head, her legs, I don't know, but I feel like more rolling and stuff like that, and I love feeling her movement, so that's exciting. And right now my apps say that she's about like 2 pounds and 14 inches, something like that, and that's from head to foot, so like they measure the full length of the baby now. So symptoms, like I said, I have not been feeling very great the last few days. I have been having terrible migraines. Like, terrible. They are so bad, it's ridiculous. And I have expressed this to my doctor. They just tell me to stay hydrated, lay down in a dark room, take Tylenol, extra strength Tylenol. That does not work for me. It doesn't work. When the headache decides it wants to go away, the migraine, then it just goes away. But in the interim, I suffer. Like, I just suffer. I try doing everything they tell me to do, and that's still a symptom. I try doing everything they tell me to do, but to no avail. Like, it just doesn't help. Today, I had to... Excuse me, that's so nasty. But that's all day long. I can smell something and then like I started doing that. But anyway, went to work today, had to leave early, didn't go to work yesterday. Like, work is becoming so difficult for me with these migraines because I'm sitting in front of a computer all day, and it does not help the migraine at all. It just makes it 10 times worse. So I'm putting rags on my head. I'm just like putting my head down. Like, it's just terrible. It's so bad, and the migraines make me so nauseous. So the nausea that has subsided a bit has come back. It's starting to feel like the nausea I experienced in my first trimester. And that was no joke. I was throwing up all the time. I threw up a few times in the last few days, so I'm getting really scared that that same severe nausea is coming back Tuesday. And I'm not very happy about it. Like, I'll be in my third trimester next week. Week 28, I'll be in my third trimester. And I'm really not trying to be feeling like I did in my first trimester. April, you cannot come fast enough. Like, I want her to bake. I want her to bake until she is completely cooked. I do not want to rush her out at all. All I'm saying is, I just want the time to go by quickly, because I want to meet her and I want to feel good again. I feel like crap. So I don't want to feel like this anymore. I'd rather see her pretty face and be exhausted all the time because I'm taking care of her, and not feel like I'm about to puke all over the place all the time. Like, it's not a good feeling. Or feel like someone's punching me in the head or banging me in the head with a hammer. Like, I'm just not feeling that. So I am exhausted still. I'm still exhausted. It's getting worse now, progressively worse. Like, it started getting a little better in the the beginning of the second trimester, but it seems like it's getting worse now. So I'm like, really? Repeat? Like, I thought, you know, it would just get better. Like, it's not. I have acid reflux, and that, like, I'm burping all the time. I don't feel like my food really settles. Anytime I eat, afterwards I'm just like burping, and it just, like, the food just feels like it's sitting right there, and then I have like heartburn. It's just the worst. Like, and that's been going on since I can remember, but I feel like it's getting worse now. Right now I don't have any serious cravings. I mean, I still love sausage, eggs, and toast or English muffin or something, like bread, any kind of bread. I like the sandwich, that type of sandwich, like, yum. I still love that. But the oranges, remember I told you guys I was really feeling oranges? Not quite anymore. I eat them, but it's like, I'll eat an orange. Cereal, not craving that anymore either. It's like, I'll eat it, but it's not something I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have this cereal. I was fiending for this blueberry yogurt muffin that Starbucks has, so finally got that. I craved it and got it, and it was everything I wanted it to be, so I love when that happens. Sleep these days, I get up at least 2 to 4 times in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, and I also toss and turn all night. So I'm tossing and turning to get in a comfortable position to go to sleep. And on most nights I have a cold rag on my head because my head is pounding. So then I'm tossing to one side, and the rag is on that side with me, so it wets the the pillow, and then I toss to the other side, and then like the back of my, like, it's getting wet because, or it's freezing because of the cold rag being on it, and then I wet the other side, so I have a wet pillow. It sucks, but getting into a comfortable position is sucky, and then once I get into a comfortable position and I finally go to sleep, I'm getting up to pee. Yeah. Not very fun. I do use a body pillow, but it's still hard to get comfy. And when I have to get up to go to the bathroom, I have to remove the body pillow and then come back and then try to get it, you know, comfortable again. And getting up out the bed hurts. Like, I'm not used to having to maneuver my body and shimmy this way and fling one leg off the bed and then fling the other leg off the bed to get into a comfortable, to get off the bed to go to the bathroom. It's like, I'm not used to it, but my belly is growing, so I have to be extra cautious, and it hurts if I don't take my time. I haven't really noticed any stretch marks. I did want to mention this before, like in my last video, because I didn't mention stretch marks. I use something called Mother's Friend that I got off Amazon. My mother and sister swear by it, so I use that along with almond oil. Like, I think I try to do the lock method with my cream and my oil. So I think I'm putting my cream on, and then I'm locking it in with the oil. So maybe that's the LCO method. If you're in the natural hair community, you know what I'm talking about. But yes, I try to do that with my stomach, thinking that that's going to make a huge difference. Did see 2 little lines by my tattoo. I have a butterfly tattoo right next to my belly button. That always reminds me of butterfly tattoo right above me. Y'all don't know the song, I think. I forgot his name. Dang, he hasn't had a song in a long time, but if I remember the name, I'll go ahead and insert it. But yeah, 2 little lines. They're like 1/4 of an inch, but I don't know if it's marks that I've already had or stretch marks, but they're light lines right by the tattoo. Very, very tiny. I'm going to monitor them and lather them up, and hopefully they do not stretch and become like huge, ugly, nasty stretch marks. If I do get them, I get them. They are not hereditary, so I'm hoping and praying that Mother's Friend, which I'll leave a link below for that, and it has been working thus far. And it worked for my mother and sister. If that is that their miracle cream and it worked for them, that it works for me. I hope. I did start buying a lot of stuff for the baby in the last few days. Like Zara had a sale, so I was on their website buying stuff. I was on Target's website. I was on Old Navy's website. Yeah, girl, I was going in. So I think I will do a video on my baby buys so far and gifts that the baby has received. I will also tell you guys her nickname probably in my next video. That'll be like my 3rd trimester reveal. I'm only giving out her nickname. I will not reveal her full name until after I have her, but I will tell you guys her nickname, which we love. We've been calling her that forever. My fingers have been swelling up, so I did notice that. So my engagement ring, it sometimes feels extremely tight some days, and then other days it doesn't. I want to get it resized, but I'm trying to wait because I don't know if like it's legit, like if my hands are just growing or they're probably just getting fat because I'm pregnant. But we'll see. That's it. I hope I didn't ramble on too much. I will be doing my registry soon for the baby shower. I still didn't do the registry. I need to get on that, but since I'm so sick most of the time, I don't feel like going out to do it, and I thought it would be so much fun to do it in the stores. But if I have to, excuse me, do it online, then I'll just end up doing it online. If I do it in the store, I will vlog it. And that's it. So if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel, obviously, and I will see you in my next update. Love you.